Thank you, Charlie, and thank you, Jeff. It's been a while since I've been able to do this. Lucky to be able to do it tonight. Anyway, I am Tim Woods. A lot of you might recognize me from the Wooden Lips Open Mic, hosting that with Greg Gross for the past 19 or so years. Anyway, I have a song here that I wrote about my wife and I. My wife and her sister, they like to take cruises together, about once a year. And one Thursday, I put her on the train in the morning, and that night after the open mic, somebody asked me what I was going to do, and I said, I was going to hit every open mic and jam I could. And Cliff Nyman says, I bet there's a song in that. Now, I'm not a songwriter, but I got home within 20 minutes, this song got written. So I call it 2 Week Party Animal. My darling wife's my soulmate, of this I can attest. When free to choose companionship, it hurts I like the best. They can while away the hours, reading books and drinking tea, while she kicks my ass at Scrabble with 7 letters and a Z on a triple word score. But once a year I give her space of this she seems to crave. She goes to see her sister, I know I must be brave. I put her on northbound train while stifling a tear. I hear that lonesome whistle echo softly in my ear. And then I pick up my guitar and head to every jam inside. I'm a 2-week party animal, playing music half the night, singing, hey jolly, oh jolly, gonna have a time by God. I'm a 2-week party animal, playing music half the night. Saturday's Valley Music, they're open mic contents. The tunes there always sound so good, I know I'll see my friends. Sunday's folk song circle, I'm always glad I came. It only comes but once a month, to miss it is a shame. I think the stats on Monday, that's one I guess I'll skip. That place is kinda creepy and I don't think I'm that hip. Tuesday's Cosmos open mic, La Mesa's down the road. Although their crowd of college kids can make me feel quite old. But then I pick up my guitar and head to every jam inside. I'm a 2-week party animal, playing music half the night, singing, hey jolly, oh jolly, gonna have a time by golly. I'm a 2-week party animal, playing music half the night. Wednesday's mandolin crowd, an orchestra, so they say, can make me feel young again and send me on my way. Wooden Lips open mic on Thursdays are the most. It always feels like family, and oh yeah, I'm the host. Let's see which Friday slow jams on, I think the 3rd or 4th. I'm filling up my calendar for what I am worth. My wife's due back on Saturday, I'll meet her at the train and tell her how I missed her, please don't break my heart again. Till then I'll pick up my guitar and head to every jam inside. I'm a 2-week party animal, playing music half the night, singing, hey jolly, oh jolly, gonna have a time by God. I'm a 2-week party animal, playing music half the night. There's a tip of the hat to a few venues that passed by over the years. Well, I hope everything is coming through okay. Now, this is a family show, and I'll have to admit, when my daughter Jessica, was in either the 1st grade or maybe even kindergarten, she's a pretty precocious little girl, she came home one day and said, Daddy, I learned what the F word is. I said, really? She says, yeah. She says, do you know what it is? I said, I think so. She said, do you want to hear it? Okay. She says, fart face. I said, that's right, and I don't want to hear you say it again. Now, us adults, we know it really means flippin', as in big flippin' deal. Anyway, this is a song by Steve Seskins called BFD. It wasn't his fault when she went AWOL. He tried everything from A to Z. Now it's J&B, M&M's, and KFC. He's trying hard to make himself believe. It ain't no BFD, he's got CMT, no SAS. That's okay. At least ain't no SOB, like that PhD who took his ex and ran off to LA. She likes CNN, she makes fun of his TNN, she always calls it E-I-I-O. Their love is R.I.P., at least he's F-R-E-P, and he ain't crying on his P-I-L-L. He's got CMT, no SAS, that's okay. At least ain't no SOB, like that PhD who took his ex and ran off to LA. One night he ordered pizza, Smar and R with her NFL. A delivery girl named Lisa broke his heart when she rang his bell, so to speak. Now they're in ecstasy, like anyone would be. No SAX, yeah, that's okay. He feels just like a VIP with all her TLC. ASAP, she'll be his fiancée. And it's a real big deal, in a real good way. Okay. Well, this next song is Burt Bacharach sound, well, believe it or not. And it was done by the New Christie Minstrels and also Dick Van Dyke. It's called Three Wheels on My Wagon. Yeah. Watch those Cherokees galloping by. George, should I get the magazines and trinkets? Get back in the wagon, woman. I know what I'm doing. No wheels on my wagon, and I'm not a-rolling along. Cherokees have captured me. They look mad, things look bad, but I'm singing a happy song. Come on, you Cherokees, sing along. Singing higgledy, higgledy, hoggity, high. Pioneers, they never say die. Higgledy, higgledy, hoggity, high. Pioneers, they never say die. Okay, get a little dry here. Take a sip here. Okay, well, with family ancestry coming up a lot, this one's an interesting song. Mo Jaffe, and who else was that guy? Mo Jaffe and, oh, it's upside down. Dwight Latham. I'm my own grandpa. Many, many years ago, when I was 23, I was married to a widow who was as pretty as could be. The widow had a grown-up daughter who had hair of red. My father fell in love with her, and so they two were wed. This made my dad my son-in-law, and changed my very life. My daughter was my mother because she was my father's wife. To complicate the matters, even though it brought me joy, I soon became the father of a bouncing baby boy. My little boy then became a brother-in-law to dad, and so became my uncle, though it made me very sad. For if he was my uncle, then that also made him brother of the widow's grown-up daughter, who was also my stepmother. I'm my own grandpa. I'm my own grandpa. and he became my grandchild, for he was my daughter's son. My wife is not my mother's mother, and it makes me blue, because although she is my wife, she's my grandmother too. Now, if my wife is my grandmother, then I'm her grandchild, and every time I think of it, it nearly drives me wild. I've become the strangest case I ever saw. As husband of my grandmother, I am my own grandpa. I'm my own grandpa. I'm my own grandpa. It sounds funny, I know, but it really is so. Oh, I'm my own grandpa. All right. Well, thanks again to Charlie and Jeff for making this possible. And we have harmonica John Fraser up next. I am Tim Woods. Thanks for watching.